And the second one is the AI component meaningful and unique? So the uniqueness of the AI component is very important. And I can find out that like many people likes to like adding extra features like adding chatbot in like asking for example adding a chatbot like asking how to like help to ask questions relate to how to save your money, I mean a finance app, then you want to add a chatbot. But I can say that you need to make sure that the AI component that you use in your solution is not that generic and it's not like why not I'm using Gemini or ChatGPT to ask questions rather than like making a chatbot as part of your solution. So this is one of the problems that judges will question. And the third point is, does a similar solution really exist? So I would recommend you guys to do more research, like what are the solutions already exist, like you will do like CAA, competitor analysis, and yeah, you need to know that what are the USP of your solution. And the fourth point is, are you usually solving a problem in a field that you actually understand? So basically for Kita Hack, right? Um, Kita Hack, you have a 17 SDG for you to pick. Like compare with other hackathons, it's very different because for some of the hackathons, they will give you a very specific problem statement and a specific domain. But for Kita Hack, you are free to choose any of the topics. So make sure you choose the field that you really understand and you do a lot of research, and then you only start with your idea. So I would recommend you guys to find a domain expert. Like you can contact them through LinkedIn or Gmail, like to help you throughout the project. So treat this competition as a maybe final year project, lah, not just a competition. Yeah. So the next point is who
Thank you.
validated your solution. It's like for Kita Hack, the most important part I think you guys know is the user feedback and iteration, which costs 10 marks. So I can say that this competition focus more on user iteration and feedback. So make
Oh, I
sure
see.
you
Okay.
take this seriously in this part. And the next part is how will you prove your solution actually works? Um, it's like adding some of the success metrics, like maybe your solution can reduce the time by how many percent, or how you actually improve the accuracy in your solution. And the last one is, are you building features? I can find out that many of the groups is like adding a lot of features, but it's not directly related to the problem statement truths. So think carefully before you choose what are the core features and what are the USP, unique selling point of your solution. Yeah, so basically here are the um, judging criteria, which I summarized out. So the most important part, I think, is the problem statement and SDG alignment and also user feedback. Yeah, I think all of these two is very important, and also the AI integration. So later I will show you some of the real comments and feedback by the judges. And the technology is also important as well, as during the final round, the weightage will be slightly higher if you guys got read the through the website. Yeah, so here are the requirements for joining Kita Hack. So as participant, I think I don't need to spend my time on this part. So to become a potential top 10 finalist, you need to make sure that your SDG, maybe one or more than one, strongly match to your problem statement. And with innovative Google AI implementation and the robust use of Google technologies. So I can say that use as much Google technologies you can, because yeah, this is Kita Hack. We focus more on Google technology and Google AI technology. So this is what are the suggestions that I would recommend. Yeah, so for strong and well-defined idea, so here are some of the importance elements for your idea. So for SDG, you need to pick one and make sure it matches with the problem statement. And the problem statement, try to make it clear in first two, problem statement normally we'll put in the first two slides. So try to make it clear and like from the third person point of view, they can understand what you're talking. Yeah. And what are your target users? I think this is very important. And there is a term, we call it success metric. So when you have a target users, you can actually calculate like how your solution able to bring like increase the accuracy or improves the time based on like how many people are using your product. So think carefully. It's like, is it SMEs or MNC using your products, or maybe just a small group of people? Yeah. So think carefully. Like, is your solution scalable? So this is I think target solution users is very important. And the next one is user feedback and iteration. I think I've been repeating a lot of times. So later I will be showing you like how to focus more on this part. And technology architecture. So come up with a diagram, the architecture diagram. So make sure every components that you put in the diagram, you can explain like how it works. Same goes with the AI implementation. Okay, so to summarize what I said, so here are the common mistakes during the ideation phase. So I hope you guys understand what I'm talking. So maybe I might be yapping too much. Yeah, so here are some of the common mistakes. Okay, so the next part is the workshop summary and tips. Feel free to scan these QR codes. So here are the materials that I will be sharing to you guys. That includes the important announcement and submission draft with some comments, and then some of the requirements that you should take note for your video presentations and GitHub repository. And I have also included some of the Kita Hack 2025 references. I believe some of the people might be wondering like what projects they are doing. So I actually make a transcript and summary, like what questions does the judges ask for these references. So I think I can share the link here. Yeah, I will give some time for you to scan the QR. Yeah, so here's the link. Okay, next. So let me stop share for a while. I'll be sharing my entire screen. So basically, here are the workshop summary and tips, and you guys can click make a copy so that this form is for you guys to fill in and then assist you in submitting your Google Form responses. Yeah. Okay. So I believe each of the team leader already received the Google Form submission, and I think the Google Form submission is already open, and I will recommend you guys to look through the Google Form. So basically, the evaluation is very important for the video and the form responses, and the documentation. I will recommend you guys to prepare a slide deck, and for the GitHub, I will recommend you guys to put the repository link, and make sure also your repository has the README, like your README is fully written. Okay, so for the form responses, so I think, yeah, here are the details that you should take note. And I will go through the project evaluation. So I think actually this part is not updated as I just received you guys the submission form for this year. But here are some key points that you should write in the problem statement. So when you open this tab for the submission draft, I actually added some comments that you should take note. And this form is for you guys to fill in. And then after that, you can paste it in your Google submission form. So try not to make your responses to be too long because there are word limits in your Google form. Make it concise. So for this, basically I already written some of the comments. Yeah, so I would recommend you guys to add some real statistics to show that how severe is the problem. And the next one is the sustainable development goals. So please refer to this website and you need to list down what are the SDG that you pick and what are the target. Like different SDG, they have their own target. Like for example, 3.1, target 3.1, and different target, it gives different meaning. So make sure you check properly, make sure your problem aligns to the SDG. Okay, the third part is describe the reasons behind it. So this tree is actually correlated. Okay, I think I can proceed to the next part. Okay, the next part is user feedback and iteration. So what this part actually means is they expect you uh, to make sure that the solution you produce, you really test it with real users. So if possible, you can deploy your solution so that you can track like like which kind of the endpoint, like which features you have the most people using it. Yeah, this is my recommendation. And try to collect feedback using Google Forms and interviews. Like make sure that the real users are right. Like for example, you're doing medicine in AI, like make sure I would recommend you guys to find some experts uh, like if your AI is tackling a specific disease, so make sure you find the real expert, like really like so that it can help you to provide some valuable insights. Yeah. So another thing is about the iteration, which means what changes you have made in your solution. So basically, all these questions are very important and you should take note. And all these questions might be asked again during your final round. So for the second question is like key insights from user feedback. So once you collect your feedback, there must be a lot of feedback you receive. So you need to use the most practical and relevant feedback. Sorry, some typo here. And basically describe what you learned during the feedback, like why this feedback is important in your solution. Just write it in 5 to 6 sentences. Yeah, don't make it too long. Make it straightforward. And the third one is what changes did you make? As I said, this part is about iteration, which means like after you receive this feedback, you conduct a first iteration and you go and collect a feedback again and you get second iteration. So based on the chosen feedback, try to make changes based on the feedback. Yeah, you need to describe what are the changes. And one thing you need to take note that is ensure your repository has the commit history. Like some judges may check that your code or prototype was actually updated based on the feedback. So I think this part is very important because we as students, we do not understand like what are the like we do not understand well the domain that we are trying to solve. So get some experts or your people that can help you with. So far, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop in the Slido or using the chat. Yeah. But like for medicine, right? Medicine in AI, not just like experts like those doctors. Like if your apps is used by patient, so it can be any general people. Yeah. So what I mentioned that the right user is very important for this part. So try to show it and prove it. You already done this. Don't try to make some fake responses. This is what I can share. Okay, the next one is success metrics. So define 2 to 3 specific measurable outcomes and how it proves. So you guys can refer the rubric. I already make some notes here. So this is the rubrics, and normally we'll look through the most excellent part of it. Yeah, so for this part, you need to summarize that this is my idea. Um, this is my idea. You guys can write in your own way. So just to make sure that what are your goal one, and which AI features are you trying to achieve this goal, and then for the outcome and metric is like maybe it save how many percent of the time. So come up with a metrics that so that it can become a more valid success metrics for your solution. So the metric is not like you simply put a value. You need to actually calculate based on before, like without AI in your solution. It takes around like 2 weeks to plan a journey, for example. But with using the AI, like how long will it takes to generate your vacation? Yeah, this is a sample, and then you need to calculate and give a specific value. Okay, the second one is what Google technologies power your analytics. So basically, you just write down any technologies or tools. I believe you guys use a lot of Google tools and like Firebase storage, like how many reads, how many writes. I would recommend you guys to complete this part rather than uh, or describe. Yeah, if data isn't available that. So try to do this. Yeah, explore any tools. Uh, so the next one is AI integration. So for this part, it's like how you implement your AI. So list out all the tools and why you're using it and why is it selected. So you need to know as long as you put the tools in your architecture diagram, you need to know why you're using it and how you're using it. The second question is, how does AI make you smarter? So basically, this is just a simple explanation like how adding the AI features improves your solutions. And this one is another aspect. It's like without AI, like which feature will break. So just something general based on what you write. So make sure the this part is it has 20 points. So do make sure that your implementation is good. Like what algorithms, like what from you design, or what methods that you done. I will show you guys later, like what are the methods. And for this one is technology innovation. Try to write out the USP, the unique selling point, and what is the value proposition for your solution. And yeah, and another thing is like what sets your projects apart. Like how is it different with your with the existing solution? You need to make sure that how unique is your solution. Okay, so for growth potential is more like the the short term, medium, and long term. So here are some of the expansion plan. Make sure it is realistic and achievable. Like what kind of organization you want to collaborate. Make sure it is correct. Yeah. Don't be too don't be too how to say, like, don't be too fantastic until it can't be achieved. It must be measurable. And this part is like technical architecture. So this is more to Google developer technologies. So basically, for AI parts, you focus more writing right inside here. But for Google technologies, uh, you will basically focus more in here, like why you're choosing it. And for your solution architecture, so basically, here are some points. Like the important of this part is your data flow and how these components are connected. So feel free to read through it. And the next one is implementation and challenges. So write a technical challenge you face. So basically, this question is quite common and judges like to ask you, and do prepare for it. Like you can actually describe like what failed approaches that you have done and explain uh, what solutions that you have made. So make it realistic again and not artificially created. Okay, the second part is the technical trade-offs. It's like what decisions did you weigh during your development? It's like what model you selected. Like maybe you're using Gemini 2.5 Flash, and what context window considerations, and what is the performance and the accuracy of the models. Yeah, and what is the cost considerations and what algorithms that you have picked. Yeah, and well, that's a lot. The last part is the scalability. So this one is like the future steps, like write it in 2 to 3. I think this part is not updated. Like focus more on how you expand your project to a larger audience. And the last one is um, how support scaling. So for example, it's like you have modular front end, like you have some cloud parallel processing. Yeah, just some sample ideas lah. So try to elaborate yourself. If you do not have idea, I would recommend you guys to use some of the AI tools, but don't straight control C and paste in it. Try to write with your own words. Okay, I believe that's the end for the part 1. Yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the Slido. Oh, cannot see the comment. Um, Basically, the tips that I share today, some of it might be useful for another hackathon, but I would say that the tips today are more mainly for KitaHack. Okay, don't worry. I will prepare another docs. I mean, I will add the comments inside the docs later. So feel free to write on it. I mean, I will prepare a sample comments in this doc. I will paste on here, and you guys will be able to see it. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I mean, if you are shy, but I would definitely recommend you to ask here. Okay. So still have few minutes for the first session. So for the 5 minutes video, here are some do and don'ts. So keep your video within 5 minutes and plan and rehearse your script. Yeah, this is some really simple common sense. And I will recommend you guys to record in segments and combine them through manual editing. And the most important in your part is show a smooth, clear project flow. I won't recommend you guys to record anything without planning or just record on the spot. So some suggested comment is to take out 2 to 3 minutes on your project demo. Project demo means like you want to showcase how cool the features you have in tackling the solutions. And some other times you will use it basically for your problem statement, like the first few seconds, you need to let the viewers knows what problem you're trying to solve and what are the SDG selected, what are the target of the SDG. And then the solution overview and what are the key features and what are the AI implementations in your key features. So try to make your words to be more relevant and strong. And technical architecture is basically a diagram showing all the relevant components that you use, including Google technologies, the model you use, and the AI tools, Google AI tools that you use. And for the ending, maybe you can include a project impact. Yeah, this is just a suggested content, and you're not restricted to think other ideas on it. This is just my recommendation for you guys. Okay, the next one is a GitHub repository and README. So for your README documentation, here are some points that you should include. Yeah, including, yeah, I think I don't need to explain one by one. I can say that the installation and setup is very important. And what are the overview of technologies used is also important, because maybe in your video you don't have time to actually say like what I'm using this, what am I using that. You don't have the time to actually like explain like what I use for this and that. So in your repository, it's better for you to include all the tools in table form. I believe you guys know how to write markdown format in table form. Feel free to find some tutorials or maybe use some AIs to assist you in writing if you are just a beginners. Yeah, and the next part is the implementation workflow. Like you need to know like what is the implementation design. Like for example, when you throw files into AI, how it actually works, like scanning the page one by one, and you also do like using NLP to detect any of the each of the words in the files, and what you also do this and that. So you need to maybe draw out the flow, like how your system works and how it saves the time. And some of the requirements are like challenges phases are required by the organizer. So feel free to read through all the details back again. So for the prototype documentation, I would recommend you guys to do a slide deck. So for the highlighted part is actually what required for by the organizer when you click on the Google form. So here are basically some of the key components in your slide deck. And one more thing I want to mention is the project title is very important. Like try to make your project title to be related to your problem statement. Like the judges might ask why you name your solution as this name. Like try to make the name to be related to your solution. Yeah, so the slides that you prepare can be also reused and remodified for your final preparations and video. So I definitely recommend you guys to do this. Pick slide deck to be the documentation. Okay, I think I will answer it later. So here are some real feedbacks from the judges. So feel free to read through it. So I think I still have some time to explain one by one. Yeah, so the first one is like, you need to think that how is your solution is more effective simply than using Gemini or ChatGPT. Like you need to consider some, like maybe during fine tuning or validation, like how you validate the output given by your AI is accurate. maybe you need to do some validations. And the next one is multiple ideas bundled together without coherence. So you need to have a specific features. You not necessarily need to have like a lot of features. So the next one is like unclear explanation. And the next one is code base can be better. Like the judges really read through your GitHub repository. So try to organize your files correctly. Like normally we'll separate the backend and front end. And for backend and front end, we'll even separate into different pages and services that might improve the read like improve the judges to read your code. And the next one is like you said that you use object detection model, but in your repository you did not include it. So try to be honest and don't add on. If you get caught, you will be straight eliminated. I mean, not selected. Okay, the next one is smart utilization of AI powered search. Well, this is a good example. It's like they're using embedding and to do, and also like AI powered search techniques. And the next tool is about feedbacks appear theoretical. And the last one is about hard to see the UFE standout. Yeah, basically here are some sample comments which I taken from a competitions. This is the real comments, but I can't say it's which competition, but it's actually a real comments given by judges. So feel free to read through it. The recording will be provided. The focus given for the idea. I think I will proceed with the Q&A session later. Okay, I think that's all for the preliminary part. So you guys will have one more month to go. Like more precisely, it's about 29 days. So do allocate your time. Like don't underestimate the form responses. It actually carries marks for each of the sessions. So if you have a team of 4, a team of 3, I would definitely recommend you guys to allocate like which people will be in charging this part. Yeah. So, and after that, the finalist announcement will be on the 9th of March. So right now I will be explaining some of the tips during the final round. So there will be a mentoring session, but the date is also subject to changes. Please refer to the organizers' Guitar Hack official Instagram for the latest info. And there will be a pre-demo day and demo day. You guys might be wondering what is pre-demo day and what is demo day, why we have 2 days. So basically, before I explain what is it. So for the final round, it actually covers these 3 criteria. So that's why I say technical is very important during your preliminary round, as it covers 40% and 40% of the presentation and 20%. And for the final round, it's like your marks will be automatically started from 0. The judges won't refer anything from you in the preliminary round. It will evaluate based on your presentation on the demo day. So here are the judging criteria for last year, and it might subject to changes based on different years' requirements. So please refer back to the finalist guidelines. It will be shared out after the top 10 announcement. So don't be too worried. Yeah. So right now I'm just explaining some of the judging criteria for the last year that you guys should focus more on. So the highlighted one is actually the added points, like what is added in the final round compared to preliminary round. but you guys actually did write it in your Google form. So I can say that the whole process from the preliminary round and final round, um, they are actually correlated. So final round is like for you guys to improve what you have done. So the timeline is from 10 to 17. You have 7 more days to make your solution to be more complete. Like right now, maybe you have some part is not fully implemented. Don't worry. If you are selected, feel free to use the time to to refine your solution during this period if you are selected. So there will be online mentor sessions, and the organizers, Kita Hack, will be sharing the links for you to book the mentors. So before the sessions, I would recommend you guys to research your mentors and make some bookings and prepare your short pitch and prepare specific questions, because there will be different kinds of mentors like founder of a specific company or data analyst or some computer vision engineer. So make sure you find the correct mentor based on your solution. So during the session, this is what my team did. We pitched our project in less than 5 minutes. Like try to pitch it in 5 minutes, because it's like when you pitch your project in 10 minutes and 5 minutes is totally different. Like how you are able to make your pitch to be more efficient in 5 minutes. Like in actual situations, like the people will pitch their deck, they actually have 1 minute only to pitch their ideas and projects that they want to do. So try to keep it short and make it as a mock session. And I think the mentors will definitely give you some ideas to improve your pitch. And the next one is to take notes and be open-minded and choose the opinions wisely if you have meet different kinds of mentors. And after the sessions, if the mentors, I think there are a few mentors, they are really, really good. All the mentors are very, very good. And they are also open to discussion. Like they actually did read through some of my materials after the competitions. And yeah, so you guys should appreciate this session given. Yeah, because through my experience last year, I did actually make a lot of mentors and we even becomes friends after that. And right now we still chatting to each others, and yeah, he or she also sharing some opportunities to my team. So feel free to meet some mentors. It is very, very important. Okay, so here are some the expertise of the mentors. So choose wisely. Like some mentors are good in business part. You don't ask him some of the technical questions that he might not able to answer. Yeah, and for technical experts, maybe focus more on uh, the field that you want he or she to help you. Okay, so the next one is pre-demo day. So what is pre-demo day? Pre-demo day is basically a face-to-face mentor session. So basically the top 10 finalists will be joining this pre-demo day and will be able to meet the different mentors and face-to-face. So what I can say that because pre-demo day is like one day before the competition, and this day is basically for you to prepare for your final round, the final pitch. So try to focus more on minor changes on code. Don't do last minute work. And the most important part in this session is like how to ensure the pitch you deliver has a clear and smooth UI presentation, and try to pitch like a pro. Like uh, the most important part, like you have a clear problem statement, and then uh, after your problem statement, what are the SDG and what are the solutions and what your solution impacts. So you need to present a strong value proposition of your project. And after pre-demo session, there will be a live demo. So based on my experience last year, it is 15 minutes presentation. It's quite a long presentation, but it might subject to changes based on different year requirements. Yeah. So please refer to the finalist guidelines as well. It will be shared after the top 10 announcement. Okay, so for the suggested time allocation, I will recommend you guys to spend 6 to 8 minutes for your live demo. So live demo means you can't record a video on the spot. You need to do the demonstration uh, at, at that time. So plan your system flow properly during the presentation. And others is as required by the final round judging details. I think I already prepared a list of the that you should include for the demo presentation workflow, but feel free to make changes because different years has different requirements. This is what I share based on my last year experience, okay? And rehearse thoroughly, especially practice your pitch during both online sessions and pre-demo face-to-face session. Okay, so here are some live demo keynotes. Try to be prepared for questions about your solution. So if you guys got watch and search the performance of the finalists last year, judges really like to ask the technical implementation of your project. So make sure you get prepared, and why about judges will also ask about your technical decisions, like why you make this decision. Okay, so the next part is smooth demo flow. So try to plan your steps carefully. Like I already prepared some of the template for you guys to use. This is what my team did. We actually plan our script and make changes from time to time after each mentors give their opinions. So this is very important for you to excel during your final presentation. Yeah. And team coordination, try to allocate your tasks and practice as practice makes perfect. So I also prepare a live Q&A preparations, that common question that judges might ask. You guys may refer here. Yeah, here are some of the most common questions that I during last year. And I also prepared some of the references, like the top 10 finalists references for you to refer. Feel free to watch the video again if you have time. Yep. So here are some video references, including the demo day for KitaHack 2025 and 2024. Feel free to watch it. Like if you are selected as a finalist, feel free to watch it, and you guys can experience how is the atmosphere during the Q&A session. All right. So here are the materials and resources for the slides. And here are the slides for today and the workshop summary. Don't worry, I think you guys can't see the comment, right? I will add it on later using the same link, so don't worry. And some of the part I think is not completed as well because I just received the submission of you guys, so I might make some changes after that. So feel free to screenshot this page and the link as well for the demo day. And if you have more time, like you want to explore like some of the solution challenge, just search it on YouTube and like the solution, like if you want to win for the global Google solution, you need to ensure that your solution is like scalable, not just locally, and can expand to other country. Yeah, and not to and yeah, I think that's all. So I will proceed to the Q&A session. I have a new link. Let me stop sharing. Okay, so right now will be Q&A session. And I believe you guys have the link already, right? Okay. Okay. So here is the Slido link. Thank you so much to the team. Okay. I think I will answer these questions from here first. How to get feedback from the expert? You guys can see the screen, right? So for this one, it depends like what are the target users for your team. Like for my case, okay, I can say that like basically last year my team did something related to AI recruiting platform. So we did actually contacted the company through Gmail and LinkedIn, and we invite them to be the collaborators in our project. Yeah, so try to search some of the experts using LinkedIn or direct contact the company if you have time. Yeah, this is try to search. You need to, that is your own effort to find, I can say, and your connections you have. Yeah, I hope I answer your questions. The first questions, what values differentiate you and what are the critical points for achieving winner spots? Okay, for this question, in my opinion, it's like prepare everything because as I said, I can say I myself is a beginner in joining Kita Hack. So we did actually started like during the first week we started our project. So what I can say that is make sure to fulfill all the requirements in the judging criteria. Yeah, you can actually give yourself a self-evaluation, like whether your solution achieve the target. Actually, you guys, you yourself can know like whether your project is able to win. Yeah, this is what I can say. The more effort you put in, you can win. I hope I answered the questions. Okay, is it better to focus our problem statement on a single or to choose one that allows your solution to scale across multiple SDG?
I'm the editor-in-chief of Marvel.
Okay, I think I can reply this. As mentioned by by Jiaxin, I think she said that no matter how much SDG you use, they won't evaluate like you have more SDG, you will have higher marks. No, it's actually how impactful is your project. So in my situation, we did actually started with an idea first. And after an idea, we only then assign, based on the problem statement, we assign the suitable SDG for it. And coincidentally, we have like more than one. So this is my experience that I can share about me. So don't think about this question. It's like focus more on your problem statement more than the SDG. I hope I answered the questions. Okay, the next question, is it mandatory for the solution include ML? It depends. If you have time, you can include all of it, but I could say that you can focus on one or two. Don't make I can say that don't make your features to be too complex. I mean, you have too many features, and in the end, you don't have the core features of it. So you can actually implement any of it, like as long as it is all this implementation is in one or two features. Don't do too much features. Like you can actually apply a different approach lah. I can say it's like that. Can we have a reference slides or solution from Venus? I can't share it out because due to um, some issues, but you can actually refer to the YouTube link and watch through their presentation and screenshot. This is what I can say. Okay, go through the YouTube link and listen through how they pitch and look through like how they prepare for their slides. I can say that different teams have their different strength. Which is better, multiple features making and complete app or just a well-developed single feature? It depends. If you're if you got watch the references, let me go to group 4. Wait, group 5, sorry. It depends on different use cases lah. I think the first one you mentioned is like a general solution, like an Doctor AI for you want to say that an app that has multiple features that you can do and everything in one single app. I can say that this is an approach as well, but for me, I will focus more on a specialized solution. But this is actually recommended by the judges lah. If you have a general solution, there must be a unique feature in need. So for this question, where's the slide though? I will more to a well-developed single feature. So try not to make too much unnecessary feature lah. How was your solution different from others? What makes it unique? Well, you asked me these questions. Okay. Different from others. I can say that, okay, this is just my self-opinion. I will wrap up in 359 lah. My solution I have collected some real feedbacks compared to other groups. And I can say that my solution is more complete, but I'm not sure, but it's like I fulfill all the requirements given lah. So this is what I can say, fulfill the judging criteria given. For the judges asking for the project, would the focus be on how the project is built or how the idea? Both, they will ask both. But if they don't understand your technical implementation, like there are some errors on your technical architecture, they will ask this very detailed. So make sure you understand what are the tools that you use in your technical architecture. But they will also ask about your idea. If your idea is quite rare, like how you get this. And most probably for this part, they will be giving comments lah. How do we make sure the solution is unique and does not already exist? You need to do competitor analysis lah, if possible. Just do searching and deep research. How did you divide work in your team when you were participating? Basically, we divide based on the functionality features, front end, back end. I can say, yeah, depends on your team's flexibility. Okay. I think there are still a lot of questions. I think I'm not able to answer all due to time constraints. So feel free to contact me if you have more questions that I did not answer later on. In my LinkedIn. Yeah. So Thank you so much. And I will pass it to Wei Xin for the next session. Thank you. Let me stop share. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, Rexton, for the amazing and insightful session. And now we will head on to the group photo session. Yeah, so please don't leave the meeting first, as the feedback forms for the badges collection will send right afterwards. Okay, yeah, and can I request the committee to open your webcam so I can capture your sweet smile, and also the speakers also. All right, so stay ready and you can smile. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right, again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so right now I will send in the feedback form link. Minute, yeah. Oh yeah. So you can fill in for the badges collection. Okay, we'll give you 2 minutes to fill in. Oh yeah, it's the same link. It's the same link.
Yeah, once you guys have filled the feedback form, you guys can leave the meeting as that pretty much wraps up our first workshop. Thank you so much for attending, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.
Oh, yeah.